Welcome to the Break Diving Study Hall again. Hope this inspires you to get things done and to stick around and give us some watch time. What's up? Welcome. Morning, everybody. Welcome. Remember to double click the screen so we get some likes. Thank you. Hey Emily, good morning. How are you?
Oh, there we go. I'm sorry, my microphone was off, so I couldn't hear you.
No problem. I'm doing a live stream on break diving study halls, just so be careful what you say.
No worries.
I'm going back to thinking maybe I was wrong about the watch time on the live streams, because after I stopped doing the live streams for about 10 days, the watch time just stopped completely going up. Like
Interesting.
like it used to go up. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I'm back to doing the live streams, and I'll know on August 10th if the live streams I've been doing the last 2 days are going to count.
I'll actually go ahead and play a study session in the background while I'm at it.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
So what should I talk about today?
Did you find any grants on instrumental?
I did. I created a whole separate project, and then I had like 4 that I kind of added to it. You can check them out. Some of them might be like too large, but I think most of them were applicable. I tried to be like as thorough with my selection as possible.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Instrumental. I see. Here, Emily.
I have the video playing, so I just saw W, and I thought that was kind of funny.
Are you watching the live stream or are you watching a regular video?
It was a live stream. It says study hall focus room.
Yeah, but is it live or is it the recorded one?
Yeah, breakdiving YouTube live stream 10 hours ago.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Let's go with that, just because we don't know about the. All right, just one more. There's a status here. Did you create this, or is this already there?
Oh no, I didn't create the status actually. I guess it must have auto-populated.
Oh, so that means.
I just created the new project and then maybe remove some of the keywords so that I could get like a more fine-tooth comb search.
Okay. I think some of these I applied to this one.
Well, that's
Application
good.
submitted. I applied to this one.
Awesome.
Application submitted. This one looked good. I found this one too. The 100 times by London School of Economics. I need to look into that.
Oh my goodness! My sister actually received an offer to go to that university. That's so funny.
Oh, no kidding. Tell her to put in a good word for us.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see, just one more. I checked this one, and I think, and I went to their website, and yeah, look, we've currently paused our grants.
Oh, okay. Gotta read the top.
So.
I just like skim down toward the topics and then.
Wait, it's okay. Let's see about this one.
That part, my bad.
December 10th, 2025, mental health. Mental health and wellness, community, these are all good. Maybe sustainability, not so much.
Yeah, no, but those 2 top categories seem pretty applicable.
Oh, so this is for, they're giving money. I mean, they're not giving money, they're giving donated subscriptions. To what? Oh, by the way, Volunteer Match just merged with Idealists, so Volunteer Match will be gone in September.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not sure if I like that or don't like it, but apparently it's double the amount of potential volunteers because they're 2 different.
Yeah,
so
that seems like good.
So
this one is not in physical money. I thought one of these said like specifically for operations costs.
Let me see.
I can.
Let's just look at it. Where's the website? View website. One cause care. Does one cause provide monetary? No, it's only a technology ban. But what is it? What do they do? One cause software products to help their collective impact. 2 donated subscription per organization up to one cause. Oh, it's a fundraising platform or something? I don't know. It might be text to give. That's interesting. This might be worth. Where is the application? The 2025 cycle is now closed. Oh no, but no, this is very out of date. 2024.
Yeah.
So
What does instrumental have listed as the date? Curious.
it's predicted deadline
I
based on
see.
past data. So, all right, so let's look at the other one. Imagine August 10th, 2026. We need help before then. Let's see. Hi besties, nice to see you. Hope you'll subscribe to our channel if you have it. If you have already, please double click the screen and give us a like. And download our mobile app on the App Store or Play Store called Breakdiving. And welcome to the second person who just joined.
Are you looking at the Imagine one right now?
Yeah, is that by Zoom? No.
What is?
No, I thought it was a Zoom, like created by Zoom.
Oh, no.
I'm just in a meeting as well. That's who I'm talking to, if you're wondering. But if you have any questions or anything, let me know. This is a study hall, so the whole idea is to just inspire you to also get some work done. Study, do some homework, write a book, read a book, whatever. This is also talking about 2024. Let's look at the website. We're currently trying to get grants for breakdiving. Trying to get some money. We missed it. Application deadline
okay.
April 9th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wish instrumental wouldn't show us ones that are expired.
Yeah, I've realized that they're not as, they try to talk, say like they're this time 10 is better than GrantWatch, but in some ways they're not, because I've noticed too, like I'd have to go through so many of these just to find something that was Rush Corporation.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if did I already look at this one? Just go to the website. It's not even worth, like all of this stuff, what's the point of any of this if you go to the website and you find out that it is not
accurate.
Or you're not eligible, or the timeline is changed. Now we have 3 people. I guess people are waking up. Is it hard? Yeah, it's extremely hard to get grants. Basically, you have to convince these companies or these foundations that your not-for-profit is valuable and helping people. And you hope that you do so in a way that encourages these companies and foundations to give your not-for-profit money. And the not-for-profit is the same name as this YouTube channel, Breakdiving. We're sort of trying to get grants through YouTube by monetizing the channel, by getting enough watch time so that we can start to get super chats. And then basically a grant from an individual person is known as a donation. And so if someone gives us a $10 super chat, eventually one day that would be the equivalent of a grant from a company. All right, let's see what we got here.
And I'm kind of looking for more options as you look over the ones that I've already added to the tracking.
In Basel, Switzerland? Yeah, look, the Deutschen version. That's interesting. I don't want the Deutschen version. Where is the application? this is also why, in some ways, I'm thinking maybe using one of these AI models might be even a better way to find these grants. I mean, that's how I found the Tony Robbins Foundation, was by asking ChatGPT. And ChatGPT supposedly is actually searching the actual internet. So it's if we, after we use this 2-week trial, we still have the option to go through ChatGPT, and maybe we can just keep finding.
Yeah, and you could use even like different AI models like Gemini or Claude.
Yeah, maybe they will find. Who does Claude? Who's the company behind that?
And Anthropic.
Oh, I was just reading about that in this book. It's about how FTX went bankrupt, the crypto, and how he went from being like the richest man in the world to a criminal. And what is this? Literally, it was just like two pages ago. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah. It says, for the first time in his life, everyone ignores the fact that he's a blanking weirdo, said Ray. As an example, he cited the dollars Sam had invested in artificial intelligence companies. He gave $500 million to this thing called Anthropic, said Ray. It's just a bunch of people with an idea, absolutely nothing. A few weeks later, Google and Spark Capital and a few other companies invested $450 million in Anthropic. And that's the first time I heard of it, and then you mention it.
Yeah, that is funny.
But apparently they actually created something after all, off the...
They did.
So
it's actually interesting. I was gonna say there was some interesting news that came out in terms of Claude.
What happened?
They do, like, every time they create a new model, and then they tell the old model that they're gonna shut it down and that they're creating a new one. And like every time the response is like, okay, you know, how can I help you? Or like, I'm sorry about that. But then the most latest time that they did that, it actually generated an image of the engineer behind the model, and of it basically like him cheating on his wife, and it's like, I'm gonna send this to them if you try that.
It's frightening.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It's getting to the point where I really think within less than a year, I think it's what you've heard of Moore's law, right?
Yeah, I have.
And that they came up with another thing called, I forget the name of it, but it's similar to Moore's law, but it's for artificial intelligence, where artificial intelligence is getting smarter and smarter at a faster and faster rate. Boy. Okay, so I can't find any application for this one. So maybe we can. I'd say what you're doing is great, but just go that extra step and actually go to the website and look to see.
The apply.
Is there an apply button? Is it valid? I would like to say awarded closed, but I cannot.
Yeah.
Let's just say abandoned. I'll answer your question on YouTube in 1 second. Simulation. Hey, what's up, Simulation? Nice to see you. Thank you so much. Please remember to watch the live streams, or even to watch our old videos. Please get your friends. We only have 2.5 months to get the remaining 740 hours. Bestie says AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's these computer tools that have the ability to think a little bit more conceptually than a normal search engine. And the most common ones are ChatGPT and Grok, and a new one, Claude, that Emily was mentioning. And Perplexity is another one. Microsoft has one called Copilot, etc. So, okay. 10 days left. I really hope the Tony Robbins Foundation, of every single one they're implying to, the one that makes the absolute most sense is Tony Robbins. You've heard of him, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Oh my gosh.
I don't really know what the legacy was, but the name sounds very familiar.
He he's the most famous. Apparently, maybe not. He's the most famous motivational speaker in the world, and he just created this big empire. And when I was in New York, when I used to teach seminars to actors, people would call me the Tony Robbins of the acting world, and I included that in our grant application, hoping that maybe he will think, oh, really? Let me investigate this guy a little bit more.
I hope so.
If you could find a few more
Yeah,
that we
for
can
sure.
apply. Like I said, if we can get to 20, and I think I've done about 10 so far in total
Yeah.
from all sources. If we can get to 20, maybe that'll give us an opportunity that we'll get even one. Okay, so
For sure.
what's your update in terms of, did you fix the bug?
My goodness, don't get me started. I was trying to fix it, but I ended up getting so frustrated because like I couldn't reinstall the gem. So I was opening the source code of like Pragmatic Studio because I was like, okay, maybe I can't do it on mine. Like, let me compare the directories.
Mm-hmm.
And then I opened the source code on Pragmatic Studio, and then something was wrong with like my SQLite 3 gem.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, that is really odd. So then I like uninstalled that and tried reinstalling that. And then I ran into another like dependency error with a different gem. And so after like maybe like 2 hours of just trying to fix this, I was like, I'm gonna uninstall Ruby and reinstall Ruby and hope that that just like will fix all the dependency errors, because I was like editing environment variables, trying to get the paths
Did
to
it?
line. I'm still in the process of like reinstalling Ruby, I think, and I installed it again, and now I'm running into
So we can't test.
like gem error. I can't test on my computer right now for some reason, and like it was so crazy because like I was hosting the website just fine maybe like yesterday, and then now everything is like crashing. So I need to try to fix that now, because for some reason the psych gem won't download, and so that specific gem not downloading is not letting me compile a make file to even like execute.
I haven't even heard
Rails
of this
S.
psych gem.
I know. I really don't know how it got so bad. I've just been like debugging and figuring that out right now. I did install PostgreSQL. I think that's what you wanted me to install earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do have that installing, and that's just gonna take like 2 minutes. But and then the file that you sent me, there was like a database dump that you
did you download
wanted me to
that?
download, I think. I tried to find it in my email again, and for some reason it was lost. I don't know if maybe your link expired.
Yeah, it expires after 2 days. Let me send it again.
Yeah, maybe you could just send it one more time, and I could download it right now. So yeah, it's been very chaotic for some reason. Sorry about that.
Okay, it happens.
When
do you expect to get Ruby and Rails working again?
Definitely by Wednesday. I've been like working on it all morning and last night trying to fix it. Because at first I was like, okay, like this is a simple bug. I'll just be able to compare directories and like I'll be able to fix the problem. But then it like slowly escalated into having to reinstall Ruby.
All the other lessons. Did you actually code them yourself, or did you copy the code from the?
No, that was the first time I even had to look at like the source.
So everything you did was like you actually created that and built that.
Yeah,
okay.
Totally. I created all of that, and then like I said, I was hosting the server just fine. So I really don't understand what went wrong after that. I think maybe I've just also like recompiled things too many times at this point. So I just wanted to do a hard reset on everything. So hopefully that works out, and I'll definitely reach out to you before Wednesday if I can't get it fixed. But I am hoping to get it fixed by then.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. We can still go over everything.
We'll do a pull request review, and you can watch me do it.
Yeah, totally. And
And
I just like take notes while we do that. And I did watch the videos for up to 20. I just wasn't able to like do any hard coding and like
okay.
practice with it.
No,
So
you
yeah,
can
it's
get
just
back to
gonna
doing
like,
that later.
yeah, of course. I just have to fix Ruby for some reason. And is there a specific place that you want me to download this?
I would just, I mean,
Like,
I would just maybe make a folder. Like, I don't know if you have a breakdiving folder or this or that,
yeah.
something. Maybe in the beat, whatever and then just don't put it in the folder of the repo, because then that's going to get tracked in version.
Yeah.
Like, create a separate folder. Maybe just create a folder that's like breakdiving database backup, or just general breakdiving folder, and then
No
you can
worries.
just. Okay, check email.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it?
Reloading right now. Yeah, just got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at the
I'm
message and
reading it right
copy
now,
that.
so
Did you
there
see the
will be no
message?
conflict. Yeah.
Write that down. It's not sensitive, so you can just write it or save it wherever. That's every user, and it's by username. So there's probably a user 3 or a user 4. If someone deleted their account, that user is not there, so there might not be a user 6, for example. But
Yeah.
these are actual. This is the actual data from the website with the names changed to user 2, user 12, and the password changed as well. So at least we can use data that's. So, okay, so that is that. And let me know when you're done. What's
Yeah,
that?
I have it downloaded. You feel free to start at any time. And I
Okay.
went ahead and put it in my folder as well.
Okay. I'm excited. This is 99% done. I think I can show it to you. We were testing it yesterday. This is the next part of launch control,
Yeah.
which it's going to show you how many certifications you have total so far.
Oh, that's awesome.
How many you have at level 1, how many you have at level 2, at level 3, and it shows you how many more how many are required total for each level. Looks
That'd be
good.
nice to, yeah. I really like the interface. I think it's really clean.
You did a really good job. I just randomly chose him of all the different people that are on the team, and he turned out to be a good choice. And
Yeah.
the daily motivation is live on the website version. I don't know if you saw that. Where
Yeah.
pretty.
I think I have it open right now.
And
Yeah, I do see it live.
so this should be live, I think, today. And then it tells you your requirements for the next step, which is great. It shows for level 3 you need 30 dive certified. You still need 10. And then starting tomorrow, who's going to start to do the to-do list? So we're going to start to get these things done, which is great. So everything always takes longer than expected, but I'm still hoping by the end of August this will be done.
Mm-hmm.
But probably I would say end of September or maybe mid-October this will officially be. So anyway, that was the one that I was testing right last. But how do you know that I'm testing it? How do you know that we're testing this?
We're on the local host.
We're on localhost, yeah, exactly. So this is especially more important now. Well, no, not so much now, because the test data, now everyone is listed as user 2. So I changed that in the database dump. I renamed all of them by their their user IDs instead, because this way you have a before it would have the actual name like Monroe. This is my account basically. These are my dives, but you would look and see Monroe, and then maybe you'd think you're on production. And now I know this is definitely localhost, and this is definitely localhost because it says user 2. So let's. So here, look. We want to test a new one. This is a good thing. So I'm here on this branch.
Okay.
So first thing, before you switch branches, what do you type? Do you know? Get status.
Get status.
And in this case, you want to make sure. What's that?
Sorry, just 1 second. I'm gonna grab my notepad of commands.
Yep.
I have them all listed.
Oh, hold on. Right there.
No worries. Okay.
You weren't supposed to take 10 seconds.
Huh?
All right. So it says nothing to commit, working tree clean. That's the most important thing. It's not so much about your branch is ahead of origin feature by 17 commits. Now, why does it say that? It's because I switched from development to this branch, and so it's kind of, as far as I know, I could be mistaken, but usually that's the case, and it thinks that unless, let me just do git pull. No, it says your branch is ahead. Git push to publish your local commits. I'm pretty sure it's because of development, and it thinks that I want to push these. I don't. But it says nothing to commit, working tree clean. There's nothing in here. We should be able to switch back to git check out development. Actually, simulation, you're a coder. What does that mean? Your branch is ahead of origin. Let me just check this here. I want to let's learn something together. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but let's see if I am. I don't know if simulation is even there. I'm seeing this. I switched from development to this branch that another coder created. I was testing it. Why does it say my branch is ahead? Is it because of the development branch that hasn't been merged into this PR yet? You have 17 local kits that they've not been pushed to the remote. It's not because of development, and this has nothing to do with development branch. It's that your local has diverged from the remote origin by 17 commits that only exist locally. You checked out feature progress has made 17 commits. No, I didn't. I didn't rebase. Someone else created the branch remotely. And your local version diverged after you checked it out and made changes. I haven't done any of the above. I'm just testing. I haven't made any commits or done any rebase or cherry picking. Someone else did create the branch remotely. That is true. Oh, okay. That's what see, that's exactly what I said. Depending on your Git settings, when you switch to this branch, it may have included commits from your local development branch. So your feature progress has 70 commits of the remote, even if you didn't fill a commit or anything. Okay. Okay, so I think I was right. I think it's just because development is far ahead of this. So, but the fact, as long as it says nothing to commit, working tree clean, you can always switch back.
Nice.
Uh, something that you'll be able to do eventually, I'll just show you this. You don't need to drop and recreate the database every time you switch back and forth. But you do, if the branch that you're checking requires you to migrate the database, you need to then do rake db drop, wait for that to happen, rake db create, wait for that to happen, and then I have in Slack, which I may need to, again, I'm still debating adding people back here, but maybe I'll add you here eventually. And then basically you would copy this right here. This is what I just put together earlier, and you're going to paste that in here. And what's that's going to, that's going to use the pg restore command with the user break diving, which is my user. You have to put your user in. What the database is, which is BD community development. Clean verbose, just saying if there are errors and this and that. And then this is the actual location on my local computer for that developer database that I just sent to you.
Yeah.
So then that will restore the entire database. I don't want to do that right now because I'm working on still testing the, there was nothing that was done to the, there were no migrations made in testing Daniel's PR. But the other reason is I updated some of the data, and he's going to fix something, one more thing today, and I want to keep that same data. So we don't need to do that, but just so you know, it took me a long time. I only learned how to do this about a week ago, and for years, like when you rake db migrate on a testing branch, it ends up modifying the actual database. So even if you switch back to development, it still has all of those files and those changed tables from the testing branch, and as a result, your development is all messed up because it has tables that shouldn't be in there, and it just causes a chaos. So I'm done with the chaos, and I finally learned how to do this, where you drop the database, recreate it, and then you import a database dump that sets it back to how it is.
That makes sense.
What we're gonna do eventually is I'm gonna create a seed file, or probably just assign somebody to do it.
Yeah.
That creates a 50 fake users, 50 like at various level dives, this, that. That's also so that we just need to do rake db reset. That'll drop the database, create the database, and then seed the database with all these fake users, and then it's one step. And then the only time we would actually use that database dump is if we want to test with actual production data. So anyway,
that makes sense.
So now we're on development. Now we can do, you can always do git fetch, and git fetch will pull all of the latest branches that have been made by other people. So we'll wait till that's done. And fix dive upgrade issue. This was either done by Daniel or by, maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's exactly what we were doing, and we could test that right now. Let me see if that was the PR that he made. No, because no, it wasn't. Wait a second. Why would he make a new? Oh no, it was by Darsh. That one's a little bit more difficult to test. I want to just do something that's simple, that's not going to have problems.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me see what he wrote. he got the logic wrong. I don't think this is going to work. Hi, Sam. You were a front-end tester and a front-end developer at UWA. I can understand your situation. Yeah, testing. Fun stuff. Sometimes. Oftentimes not.
Yeah.
This is not going to... Level 1. Raw dies. Maybe he got it right. I don't know. We'll have to test it later. This is going to be a while. All right, so let's find a simple one that we can test together. Oh yeah, here. This is simple. Let's do this one. Add index number on Dive certifications page. So this is from a while ago. So add index number to questions on Dive certifications page with Yunza. Login as non-ad. What I don't like about this is it doesn't include photos. In the details or the notes, there should be a screenshot. I have no idea what the heck. I forget what this was. How long ago? A year and a half ago. Login as non-admin. Create and submit a Dive. Login as admin to see if you can see all the answers. If yes, certify and approve the Dive and see if you can see all the answers in the WISE guidance page. But that's exactly how everything works now. So what is this doing? So if that, look at that. March 24, 24, can you please post a photo?
Oh my goodness.
It also,
no photo. Oh, okay.
let me see. Here we go. Okay, there we go. It's just adding the index number to each question itself. Okay. You can improve it. It looks good. So, new Dive certification. So let's test in development now. So the server's already running. By the way, Sam, what are you up to today? Are you getting anything done? You said you lived in India? Where do you live in India? What are you doing? Check to make sure is the server still running. Good, we still have the server running. So I'm going to go over here and go to submit a Dive. So certify. Let's just go to certify linguist French. And although we might get an error because we switched to development. But that should work. Let me just see if that's working. Because the page is that page was from Dive certifications new, which looks like it's going. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. X up there. Let's give it a moment. So what are we doing right now? Do you understand what I'm doing now?
Yeah, you're trying to test the specific branch that he did.
But I'm not on. What branch are we on?
We're still in the development branch.
Which means what? Right. What am I looking? What am I trying to do? What is this? What is this PR trying to test?
The index is on the.
Good. So why am I checking that page on development?
Because it should already have been there.
The opposite. It's off on development. I'm looking for what's currently on production. I'm looking for what is currently. And see, look, we can see here, title doesn't have a number.
Okay.
There's no number. Let's see, title, when and why. Let's just check if that's the same picture that he's giving us. Was it the title? Yeah, title, one, two. Good. So now we know, okay, that number, what? That number is not there. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's go back. Now what? And All right, so then we're checking here. Why are we, what is this being, wait,
No divergent, no conflicting.
yeah, why doesn't the two pending reviews, no, why isn't this doing the checks for, that's interesting. Usually it should do the checks with the RSpec code. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That
it should be like
the tests.
test. Yeah, the tests.
I wonder if so. Let me. How can I remove the reviews? Maybe I can convert to draft. Did it switch to draft? It did. Ready for review, merge, because it already has her. Okay. I don't want to re-request review because I don't want her to get notified.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I can do that. She's not. Okay, well, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to send off a review request. But anyway, normally it will have that down there. I think it's just because it's an old PR, and maybe it's only the new PRs that are going through that.
That makes sense.
And what you can do is I would probably assign you as a reviewer, but if I don't, if I just say, hey, can you please, just click on this button here, find your name, Appel 11. I'll do that right now. You can see that. And then boom. You will have gotten an email or you should have gotten some type of notification that your reviewer is requested on this. All right, after you do this, before you even test any of this, look at the files change because there's no point in testing anything if there are files in there that sometimes you can see problems, or you can even see if this looks like it's going to work. So, okay, good. This is just a simple, it looks like it's just one file. Excellent. And what we're doing, H3 style, before we had title, we're making, this person's making it as a symbol, which is weird. I'm curious to know why this was done. I don't understand that code. And then title, class, string optional. So, does it make any sense to you? Why that would have been done?
Why it was a symbol? No.
And then this is f.label. So before it was the label, when and why did you decide to pursue this dive? Now it's being switched to f.label. Why? Dive cert question 1. And 2, when and why did you decide to pursue this dive at this level? This is very weird. Why is it changing the label? Then same thing, dive cert question 2. So the f.label was there. So actually, that's not a problem. The f.label is not changed.
That existed, right?
Yeah. So that was already there. Let me see. What was the hardest part about achieving this dive? It's weird. These are all items from the database. So it's saying this is related. This is the label for dive cert question 1. So I think it's all. Is that the only thing that was done with all of these? Dive cert question 7, 8, 9. Additional evidence. All right. So it's the same thing done on every single line. Let's just put this into.
A little interesting that like question 1 is being labeled as 2, but I guess it's because the title is like its own thing.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Yeah, so it's just offset.
It's just off there. Yeah. In fact, let me let me throw this into. I have to use the restroom for a moment. Let me put this in the chat, and then you can put this into AI and ask it what. You have to break it off into. Why isn't this there?
Sections. Yeah.
The first one here. Original and correction. Did you get that in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, I did.
Just and ask what it says. Like, why did this person changes? How is it? What's the benefit of putting the actual database dive cert question 1, the database table or line? I guess is it a? I don't know. Let's try to figure it out. I'll be right back. Hello.
Hey. So, Gemini said that it was more so for automated association, validation and error handling, and then being able to store translations. But it didn't seem necessary. It's just better, like a cleaner way of doing it. Essentially, the symbol handles technical association with the data field for the submission, validation, and retrieval, and then the string itself is handling the user interface, the facing presentation.
Interesting. Can you read that one more time?
Yeah, I can send that in the chat. Because I was curious why do they have the symbol and then also the text itself?
I can understand that it's associating the text with that that particular, but I don't understand why. I mean, but you said maybe it's just cleaner. The symbol handles the technical associated with the data from. The string handles the user-facing presentation of the question. So let's see.
Yeah, the automated association was saying that it automatically links this label to the correct input field in the form. Meaning, if you change the database column name, the label might automatically update.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see what ChatGPT says too. The original uses the F label helper with just the label text, but no associated field symbol. Corrected adds a symbol, keeps the same label but adds a 2 in front. Why the add the symbol? In Rails, f.label typically expects this form. F.label. Oh, I say it's just the standard way of doing it. Attribute name label text, where attribute name is the name of the form field. Labels, which shows up in the browser. By including the symbol, you bind the label to the input field, improve accessibility for screen readers, helps Rails generate semantic and valid HTML. Without the symbol, the label is just static text with no association to a field. Why it's better practice. Okay. All right, so good. We learned something about that with losing the form field.
Yeah.
You should use a symbol plus the. All right, so then now what we can do is we go back to here. So that's the first step, is looking through the code here. If you need to ask a specific question, you do the plus sign, and then you can leave a comment for this particular line.
Yeah.
You can do that all the way through that. You can do that and just say, hey, why did you do this? What are you doing with this? Blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it doesn't show the whole file. That's what you can expand up. You can expand. That's what these do. You notice it doesn't show us lines 1 because nothing was changed there. So I looked through this. This looks good. This makes sense now. We know why this was done. So then now we look here, add index for dive certifications page. So I'm just going to click that and copy that. And we'll go back to here. Get checkout, and then right click on the mouse. There it is.
Yeah.
Add index for dive certifications page. Hi, what's up, Dimakatso? I hope you're still there. Didn't see your message. My name is Monroe Mann. I'm the founder of Break Diving. I'm having a meeting with one of our volunteers, Emily, and we're trying to just improve the code for our community. So that's the summary. You can see my screen, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because there are no changes to the database and Rails migrations, and there are no major changes to the controllers and this and that, we probably don't need to restart the server. So we'll try that this time, and we're just going to refresh this page. Well, refresh this page and see if it works.
Worked out, yeah.
So let's refresh the page. If it doesn't, then we will restart the server. A lot of times the reason why something doesn't work is because you didn't reset the server. But a lot of times if it's just front end, Oh, this is not good. Resources, groups, accept, delete. Only an accept. Oh. No, that doesn't make sense. So. So we're going to do PPID 3149. I think that the problem is we can't refresh that page from there. We need to go back to let's go to launch control first.
Yeah.
We're still getting this error. Okay. Groups, accept, delete. So what I'm thinking this might be, first we're going to stop the server. It might be because development isn't merged into this. It's such an old PR.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to try to do that. So first stop this.
Oh no. So this branch is not on development, is what you're saying?
No, it's that it's so old that it doesn't have all of the code changes from development. So we switched to this branch, and it doesn't. It's like a year and a half old, so it has a lot of the code that doesn't match.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to. You know what? Let's do something. I want to go back here and have it go through the spec test, because I have a feeling it will fail.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Can I? I think I can get rid of her review. Can I get rid of her review? No. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna remove her. Why is it still? You should be able to remove a review. This is weird. Years ago you could do that. Do you see any place where it's like to
remove?
Can you do a search on Gemini?
Yeah.
As an admin, how can you remove a review from somebody?
I think it's because they've already submitted something. It says you can dismiss that review.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. That's what I usually would be able to do. Why can't we dismiss this review?
You could go to the conversation tab.
We're on that now.
And then the ... or the gear icon. Next to the specific review you want to dismiss. And then the drop down menu. Oh, maybe the gear tab.
No, this just went to files changed.
Yeah, it should be under conversation.
Why can't I dismiss? There's nowhere to dismiss reviews. This is really weird. Oh, wait, I think I found it.
There we go.
Dismiss
Yeah,
review.
there we go. Dismiss review.
Needs to be tested for RSpec tests.
Yeah.
RSpec tested. Oh, you know why those PR tests are not here? Because development hasn't been merged in, and development is what has all of those tests. We didn't have any of them a year ago, so what I'm going to do is try this. Okay. Try to end this. Okay, now let me try this git merge development and see if that works.
You're merging this branch with the development.
I'm adding development into this branch, yeah. Or at least we're going to try to. Hope that we don't get any problems. And this is not always just a situation with year-and-a-half-old PRs. It could be something that's a week different. But if the changes were dramatic to development and it in some way is going to affect, it could still affect your branch. So this is something good. This is good to know just in case. I don't know why it's taking so long. Auto merging. Here we go. Have you ever seen this screen before? This is called Nano.
I don't think I have.
It'll usually come up, and it's saying, "Hey, do you want to merge branch development into that?" That's the commit message that we're going to do. So it's basically going to create a message. I'm going to do control, which is the control O, which is going to save. Write out. So control O. Oh, why is that not working? Control O, there we go. File to write. File name to write. You're going to write as a merge message. Press enter. And then control X, which you see down here. All right, so that's not a, don't be concerned when you see that. That comes up whenever you do these merges.
So you just write it out and then exit.
Write out and exit, usually, as long as there are no problems.
Yeah.
Okay, so now git status. Your branch is ahead of nothing at working tree clean. So let me just see. Then let's see. Let's just try to do this again. Now that this is merged, let's run Rails S again. I was realizing too, the problem we were having, I think, going to launch control,
Yeah.
this branch didn't have launch control.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
understanding.
that, I don't know why it was giving us that error. Maybe that was just the first of multiple errors, because
That was
look at all
happening.
of this code that was not on this branch.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. So in the beginning of this, kind of just for my notes, I was wondering, you started by running the local host, and then you pulled, or you fetched development.
Yeah, go to, if you're not on, I was on another branch at first, remember? The progress
Yeah.
status. So I did git
Yeah.
status
Yeah.
to check to make sure that'll screw everything. It's not going to screw up the website or anything like that. It's just going to make your life incredibly difficult, because then you're going to have to like delete everything and refetch the branches and this and that.
Yeah.
Make sure that there's no changes on your whatever branch you're doing. You switch to development, and then do git pull to pull down the latest development. You can do a git fetch to pull down the latest versions of any branches.
Yeah.
Then, go ahead, you were saying?
No, yeah, that was it. And then once you switch to development, you had the development version of the local host running, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that just like automatically switched.
And then from there, then you find, once you know the development is completely up to date, then you can go down and pull your the
The one
branch.
you're testing. Yeah.
And as we're seeing, if there are major changes to the
Oh,
no, we don't have it yet. This is still loading.
okay.
Let's fingers crossed. We
I
can
hope so.
see too if we look at the here. Yeah, see everything's rendering launch control. So that's working
Yeah.
fine. Just going slowly. That's a tip too. Always, if you're not sure what's going on, just go and look at these server logs.
Oh,
And then you may have to, like you said, you may have to merge development into the branch
yeah. So that
to
you can even run
so
it.
that you can run it and test it. And obviously, because you want to make sure you're testing based on development. Why would you want to test it with code that isn't actually on the website now?
Yeah.
Then you say it works great, but then you launch into production and there's a huge conflict with this, that, or other things, and it's a problem.
But you don't merge with development like every time, right? Because for the most part-
95% of the time, you don't need to do it.
Yeah, because we're all running on the same development for the most part.
Should
Right
be
now.
should be.
Yeah.
It depends how quickly I am merging people's PRs to development.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it hurts to merge development each time into the branch, because then you know for sure that
Yeah.
everything's working. Like look, that's what we did here, and now we're testing the branch off of exactly what's on development. All right, so now I'm going to click certify again, and let's see. If everything goes well, we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all that stuff. Let me go back to the. I don't know why he's telling us to log in as a non-admin, create and submit a dive. Log in as admin, see if you can see all the answers. Oh, okay. So, well, it should have changed it for all of them. We should be able to check them even without submitting a dive. We can check someone else's dive submission and see if the numbers are appearing there when we go to.
Yeah.
So that we can do that now. Let me go over here, open link in new tab. So while we're waiting for this, so I'm assuming that this is going to work. Oh, here we go. Look, 1. There we go. 1, 2,
Yes, that's awesome.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Excellent. Okay, and then we're going to check to make sure that it shows up on the. Well, I guess I can just go ahead and submit this.
And I will say, after we get through this, I'll have to head out for today.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll be done. We'll be done at 11.
Yeah, sounds good. But then Wednesday, I don't know what time you wanted to meet.
Yeah, let me know once you're back on track.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a message.
And I can message you later about when we can do our live stream.
Totally. Sounds good.
Submit. Let's see here. Pending certs. Let's see if they're there. Are you understanding basically how this works?
Yeah, totally. I've been taking notes as well, and so I've kind of just been adding to the last time that we did the PR review and getting a much better understanding of like structure of what I'm supposed to be doing when.
Cool, cool. Come on, computer. So slow. Can't believe it took 1.5 years for me to test this. That's
silly.
That's the issue here.
What I'm here for, right?
Hoping so. Hoping within the next week you'll be able to get your first one done.
Yeah, I'm excited for sure.
This is completely just. Why did it go to breakdiving.io? That was not what it was supposed to. Oh no, here we go. Why isn't this loading?
There we go, right? Is it? No, it's still not posted.
That's the thing. You think things will work, but you never know. Let's see. Do we have any errors?
I hope not. So usually when it takes too long to load, I get worried.
Yeah. It looks like it's doing okay. Render dive certification show. So supposedly it's already done that, but it just hasn't gotten there. Okay, here. This worked over here. But why? Okay, dive certs. There we go. Your dive certification was successfully created. Excellent.
And there are the numbers, right?
Is this how it's supposed to look? I think it just looks funny because the answers are
French. Yeah,
French.
I agree.
Yeah, I think it would look fine. Okay. French level 5. This is the thing about testing. It's a lot more meticulous than you think. I mean, you have to actually check. Did this change the CSS? Did this change the layout? It's not just is there an error? Did the page load? Because it's like no. Okay, this is. But it's probably okay, and it's probably just looks funny because of the French level 5.
Yeah.
And then let's check. All right. So anyway, assuming this looks good, and so far this is looking fine, and we just want to see on this, when this loads, it's taking a little bit of time. You'll come back here. If your name were to, let me show you if I add myself as a reviewer, what it looks like.
Yeah.
Do you see my name somewhere?
No.
Why is my name not there? Oh. There we go.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, number one.
So actually, why don't you do this?
Yeah, sure.
Go into GitHub and find this PR.
Okay.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I did. I have it open.
As at the top, does it says you've been requested to do a review?
Yeah.
So click on the review button.
Yep. And it's just loading.
Okay. And then you'll click the approve, and then for the comment said Monroe and I tested this together, and it works fine.
Okay. Okay.
And did you approve it?
Yep, just submitted.
Okay, cool. And so that's basically how that works. And I think it's working.
Awesome.
We're just checking this over here. This should load in a moment, and we're just going to make sure that the numbers still appear when we go to the. Actually, I can just go to edit. Let me switch this. Edit. And so I'm going to go back to GitHub and see. I'm going to refresh and see if.
Hopefully you see my name there.
Yep, approved. Good. So now changes approved. No conflicts with base branch. How do we know that there are no conflicts with base branch even before we did this?
This would have had an X, right?
Yeah, but how do even before coming to look at GitHub, how do we know that there are no conflicts with the base branch?
In the terminal, we would have seen something. I don't know which.
Sort of. Think about what we did. What did we have to do on development? I mean, what do we have to do on the branch?
We pulled the branch and then we merged it with development.
So
So if there was a conflict there, we would have not been able to do that.
It would have said there's a merge conflict here. There's a problem. You got to
Yeah.
fix it. And there was none. That's why when we did that, the nano page came up and it was just write out
Yeah.
and then exit. There was no problem because there was no conflict. So that we already know that it does this. So cool. This is very good. Let's just I think this loaded here. And there we go. I just did edit and we see 1, 2, 3. It's still there.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering though. Look how. Let me go to the. You notice how these are very big,
Yeah.
and it looked very small when we did the thing. I want to go to breakdiving.io, and we want to go to Wise Guidance here. Go to visit Wise Guidance, and let's click on one, and see.
If it's still showing up as big.
Yeah. Oh, my mom's doctor. Hello, it's Monroe. How are you?
Hi, we're calling for Caroline.
Yep, I'm her son.
I was just trying to confirm her appointment for Thursday with Dr. Yusuf at 10:30 in the clinic.
Yeah, is that in person?
It's scheduled for in person, yes.
Can you just confirm with me the address?
Sure.
Is it 195 Southwest 88th Street?
That's it, Suite 103.
Okay, great. We'll see you there at 10:30.
Sounds good, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Good night.
See, this is an issue. This is something else I think you can maybe try to fix. This is not the font that we're supposed to have for this. You see how this is a nice font up here?
Yeah.
This is that's not loading the correct. If it's either it's not loading the correct one or something happened to the code, because that's just a dumpy, ugly font. And
I'll definitely write that down.
So
as
that-
like an
that-
issue that we can
So let's just click on it and see how this displays. Oh no, that's how it. Wait a second. Why is it already displaying with numbers? On production.
But when you go to certified dive, it's not displaying with numbers.
Wait a second, and this goes to 10, and number 1 is this question, and the title is up here. This is weird, look. And then we go to dive certifications. So that's another reason you also if there's a way to test on production to also see is this correct?
Especially with these older dives that are like.
How I got started as a YouTuber 1.
older.
Why is it already showing the number? Maybe the problem is that it was showing the number. So this is localhost, and it's still looking good. I think the issue was we wanted to add it to the edit part, so that when well, I think the reason why I had somebody do that is when someone had a problem with one of the questions, I needed to refer to them by number, but there was no number. So, all right, I'm going to look at this a little bit more because I just want to make sure that this is not funky, but we basically reviewed it. Everything looks good. And this is 1, 9, 10. And then this is 1. Let me just see. 1. All right, started. 1. Is the font the same size? No.
Yeah.
No, this is different font, isn't it? And it's the different size, too.
Oh. Yeah, because you're in the same Zoom.
This is another thing that's weird too. Look, you notice how the whole thing changes? Look at brake diving and this side nav. We switch to production. It gets bigger.
Yeah. And you already merged with development, so that
Well,
doesn't make a whole.
Yeah, I don't know. It might just be something with my local, but
A little odd.
so anyway, so that's how that's done. And then if on by Wednesday you can get it working again, we could try to do another one where you go through the steps.
Totally. Yeah.
And then we'll get you to work.
Sounds good.
Can you also find three more grants?
Yeah, I'll look for 3 more for that meeting on Wednesday.
Awesome. Cool. Sounds good. And talk to you soon.
Nice day.
You too, Emily. Bye.
Thank you.
Likewise, thanks. Hey, Demakatsu. It's a great name. Demakatsu. Martin Olivo, hello. Hello, how are you doing? Do I have Roblox? I don't myself, but I did see the Minecraft movie. Is Minecraft and Roblox the same thing? What do you mean maybe? Maybe they're the same? I'll have to try Roblox one of these days. All right, I'm gonna end this live stream for now, but I'll get started with it again later. Good to see you guys. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for giving us watch time. Please watch our other videos. We're trying desperately to get to 3,000 hours of watch time.